Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
So I was seeing this guy for a couple months, and my kids didn't meet him, but they knew he existed, and he ghosted me. So I didn't want to say anything to the kids because I didn't really know what was happening quite yet, but they must have overheard me talking to somebody.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. There are a number of messages that are constant in this space. Don't be a simp. Don't marry and don't date single mothers. These messages are rooted in perceived challenges that carry a profound weight. The advice against dating single mothers points to the challenges and baggage that men encounter in such relationships. The challenges extend beyond the fact that you're not the biological father. Navigating the relationship might involve dealing with the biological father, which can introduce emotional complexities and potential conflicts. Additionally, understanding that you don't come first is a realistic aspect of dating a single mother, giving her primary responsibility to her children. Speaking of children, your relationship extends beyond the romantic connection with the mother. You also have a relationship with her kids. Getting along with her kids and making sure everyone vibes well can be a bit tricky, but it's super important for a happy, healthy family vibe. This video gives some perspectives on what impact a breakup with a single mother has on her children. So without further ado, let's get this highlight reel started.
So I was seeing this guy for a couple months, and my kids didn't meet him, but they knew he existed, and he ghosted me. So I didn't want to say anything to the kids because I didn't really know what was happening quite yet, but they must have overheard me talking to somebody. And my 9-year-old daughter said, "Mom, did he ghost you?" And I said, "Yeah, he did, babe." And my 6-year-old son said, "What's ghosting?" And I said, "Well, it's when somebody you care about just kind of disappears and they don't really tell you why or anything. They're just gone, and it's really cruel and painful and traumatic, and you should never do it." And my daughter says, "Mom, why would he ghost you?" And my son, without missing a beat, says, "Because he's a little bitch." He's not wrong.
This is profound, fellas. First off, kids see and hear everything. That's why you gotta be careful about what you expose to them. These videos of women crying in the car and posting it on the internet are an indication of how women can have these emotional conversations without boundaries, not caring if their children are around. Even though the kids haven't met the dude, they know he exists. Why? Because mom can't keep her mouth shut about him. Now they're fully aware that mommy got ghosted. I wouldn't be surprised if her children were present while she was shooting this video for the internet. She explains to her children what ghosting is. And then her son says that the man who ghosted his mom is a biatch. And she says her son is not wrong. This gives me the feeling that she's airing her dirty laundry and frustration in front of her kids. This is something a woman can do to your children. She can set up your children to hate you, to hate men in general.
The hardest part about dating as a single mom is when it doesn't work out, your heart breaks twice. Because first of all, you got your heart broken from the guy or whoever you were dating, and then you have to go and explain it to your child. And I don't think I've ever cried harder than I did this morning when I dropped my 4-year-old off at daycare. And she knew that we were supposed to have plans tonight with my newly ex. And I just told her, "I'll pick you up. We're gonna have so much fun tonight." And she asked if he was coming and if we were gonna go pick him up. And I had to sit there and tell her that Some people love each other a lot and they're just not ready to be together. And I had to explain to her that it had nothing to do with her and that we both loved her very much. We're just gonna be together. And the look on her face gave me the worst heartbreak I've ever felt. And I just don't know if it's worth it. I'm doing fine on my own. Just me and her. I'm good. I would love to have somebody to share it all with, but I don't need that. I don't need that heartbreak. Neither does she. We both deserve a lot better than that. And I just don't want to waste my time trying to find it when I can give her the world. I just think that should be enough.
No, you cannot give her the world. The foolishness. Children need their fathers. What's messed up about this system is that women get custody of the child by default. Custody should go to the parent best suitable for the child, and a lot of men can do a much better job raising their children. These videos only tell you one side of the story, just like the children will only hear mommy's side of the story, and mommy is not always right. Mommy doesn't always pick the right guy to date, and it's a huge responsibility because it affects the children. You see how these women express their frustrations on the internet. They can't keep their mouth shut. They are the emotional ones, and society doesn't hold them accountable for doing a terrible job parenting. Protect your seed, fellas.
I was driving home and I was thinking, do men realize women are choosing to stay single because you've been yelling at us to choose better? If your bar's on the floor, that's where you left it. If you ended up in a DV situation, you should have chosen better. You've been married for 15 years and he up and left you for a teenager? Why don't you choose better? You're a single mom and he's now a deadbeat dad. Why don't you choose better? Women are just taking your advice. And by choosing better, we're choosing ourselves. And friendships, education, therapy, self-care, love novels, Pedro Pascal, Taylor Swift, Britney, Barbie, and Beyonce. We're choosing ourselves. We're trying to educate men to raise their standards for themselves. You need to meet our bar. You told us to choose better. We're seeking better, and you guys aren't better. And then you're getting mad at us for wanting to stay single. You try to shame us, tell us we're going to end up alone. Good. I would rather do that. I'd rather spend every holiday alone, sleep horizontally in my bed, buy myself presents and birthday cakes, than be with a man who does not meet my standards, someone who is not my equal. And I know it's so weird hearing that from a 40-year-old single mother. And if you don't like that, I'm not for you. You're not for me. But realize I am not alone in this journey. Y'all gave us the bricks to build this castle. Now you have to figure out how to cross this moat.
Run! Get to the chopper!
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.